What's up, YouTubers? I'm the Malt Activist, and today is a very special day. I've been waiting for this whiskey for a while now, and not because I'm just a fanboy, which I am, but it's an homage to someone who I respect dearly, someone who I've met every year at the Isla Festival, and someone who's proven to be so nice and courteous and sincere every single time we meet. Yes, I am talking about Mickey Heads, the distillery manager for Ardbeg, or should I say ex-distillery manager. He's moved on and he's retired now, and he's going to be spending his days hiking and fishing and bird watching, is what he told us. And to commemorate his 13 years at the distillery, we have the Ardbeg. What I truly love about this distillery is they don't take themselves seriously, which is amazing. They'll always find a humor or a quirky angle to present something. And this is no exception. So as you can see, he's a pirate captain at the helm of the ship. There's like a skull and bones at the back, but it's not just any skull and bones. It's a dog skull and bones. Yeah, that's their mascot. I forget the name of the mascot. Scotty, I think that's his name. Yeah, he's the mascot for the distillery, and I think he's on the skull and bones. What else? So this has been matured in ex-rye cask, fully matured, so it's not a finish. Doesn't say how old it is. I was hoping it would be 13 years old, but it's not. I'm just going to read what's written in the back. After 13 years at the helm, our legendary distillery manager and committee chairman, he's going to stay on as committee chairman, by the way, is departing. It's true, the captain of the good ship Ardbeg is retiring. Mickey's leaving has been hard to fathom for all of the crew, but to commemorate the skipper and his service, we've created an extra special bottle of Ardgrog, a treasure fit for even the saltiest of sea dogs. Wholly matured in ex-rye cask, timber-smoked banana and pear, drifting to vanilla and rye on the nose. A spicy mouthfeel hoists up and ignites a blunderbuss of fruity flavors. An armada of aniseed is tailed by smoked toffee and a distant hint of sourdough biscuits. The long finish lingers with gentle smoke listing on the palate. So to Mickey, we say yo ho ho and a bottle of Ardbeg as we raise a toast and wish him good luck and Godspeed. That's so cute. And if you see the back label, you can see all the signatures of the guys at the distillery on the label, which is really cute. Something we do when it's our last day of school or college, and then everybody writes on your uniform. Wow. So I'm going to miss Mickey when I go back to the Isla Festival. Hopefully, I should be going back very soon. Next year, I mean. Because he's always been such an amazing host and such a wonderful person. And he's so humble and down to earth. And, he always has time to make for you. And it's absolutely endearing the way they treat all their guests. And especially us and my friends and me personally, and how nice they are. I'm always in touch with them through email. And, they're just a very special bunch of people. And, Mickey is one of the nicest people you'll ever meet. And I really hope at some point you get to meet him. Go down to Isla. I'm sure he'll rock up at the festival and you can say hi to him. So big loss for Ardbeg and massive shoes for anybody who's about to fill them. All right, now this whiskey, Ardbeg, bottled at 51.8%. It says end of an era edition. So cute. All right. Official opening. All right. Yeah, smells like an Ardbeg. But a slightly different kind of Ardbeg. Very interesting. This is quite fruity, very fruity. That's what it looks like, color-wise. Very interesting. So yes, pineapples, lots of pineapples. And banana, quite tropical. I don't know if I'm being swayed by the label, but for sure, this is definitely one of the more fruitier of the Ardbegs I've nosed of late. Has a licorice eucalyptus note as well. Of course, there's smoke, and you know that goes without saying, right? The smoke and the charred kippers and the brininess. So that's a standard. I'm just like trying to come up with flavors that sit on top of all of that. Slightly minty, like a lozenge. I don't get any sourdough bread though. Definitely toffee. It's a very, very typical Ardbeg nose with a few fruity components thrown in, and nicely thrown in, you know, not out of place. Wow. Yeah, the fruits get stronger as you nose it. The smoke dissipates. Yeah, I think this is a very, very good nose. This is a very typical Ardbegian nose. I like the fruity components. I like the tropical fruity components. They seem to work well with the base spirit. I don't get a lot of spice. I would have thought there'd be a lot of spice given its rye cask, but I don't. Interesting. Maybe some white pepper, maybe. Yeah, I mean, if you really, really dig for it, there are some woody spices right at the end, right in the back in the mix. And a very, very faint touch of oak. Yes, I like the nose. I really hope the palate blows me away. Okay, here it goes. Wow. Okay, there it is. Oh, all right. Oh, this is a late starter. Oh, geez. Oh, okay. Okay, I get it. Oh, it's not stopping. Woo. Okay, that's interesting. Wow. Okay, I'm sorry. So when I had it on my palate, it was quite fruity, really nice delivery. The body is very nice, quite fruity. The pineapple and the mangoes, they were not the mangoes, the bananas. They were there quite sort of in the forefront, and a slight bit of hint of toffee and some oak, and that was just on the palate. A bit, minerally as well. A hint of minerals also on the palate. But it's not that huge on the palate. It's quite understated, right? And the longer I kept it on my palate, the sweeter it became. I think it started to mellow down, and the fruits became even more forward. But then you swallow and you take it in, and for the first 5 seconds you're like, whoa, that was quite underwhelming, and then boom, it comes right back up, and then it keeps coming and coming and coming. And it just becomes massive and big, and it starts to come out of all the pores in your body and through your nose and mouth and ears and eyes and through the pores in your skin. Ooh, it's a damn good experience. Right, mouthfeel. It doesn't seem like 51.8% on the palate. It seems very 44, 45. I don't know. I don't know if they made a mistake, or this is just so, and I hate using the word smooth, but Sits really, really, really well on your palate. Now some lime and citrus as well. But you know, when you put it on your palate, you're expecting a big burst of alcohol burn, but you don't get that. It's very mellow. It's quite delicate. Very fruit forward, like I said. This time around, I get a lot more citrus than I did in my first sip. The smoke is there. It's nice and understated. But the most magnificent thing about this whiskey is the finish. Oh, it's back up again, right? While I was talking, I could feel it coming up and building in my mouth, through my chest. And it's doing it again. Wow. This is quite an excellent whiskey. I really, really like it. I know I can nitpick, right? But I don't think this is the time to nitpick. This is an homage, right? This is something for a wonderful person who I know personally, and whose hospitality and generosity I've experienced firsthand. And so yes, I can sit and nitpick about a few flaws in this whiskey, but I'm not going to, because ultimately it's an excellent dram in my opinion. It's from a distillery that is very close to my heart emotionally, and there might be a couple of things wrong with it. Maybe not as spicy as I would have liked, maybe not as sweet as I would have liked. But overall, I think it works. I think it is a very different Ardbeg, while at the same time making sure that it's an Ardbeg, if you know what I mean. So yes, very interesting. I'm a fan. I think I'm gonna enjoy this after this video and try and sit down with it a bit more and try and get like even more sort of nuanced notes out of this. But even for like a sitting down and chilling out and sipping whiskey, this works. Ah, yes. Warehouse. Like a warehouse oakiness. Yeah, I know. I can tell when a whiskey is good so that it evolves. And this one looks like it's gonna keep evolving. Oh, the finish. Back, like it's so hard to keep talking while that finish is like coming to the surface. I'll come back and I'll add some notes if I need to about how this has evolved, but take my word for it. This is a fantastic whiskey made for a fantastic individual, and I wish nothing but the best for Mickey Heads. And my visits to the island and to the distillery in particular have been so amazing. They're part of my fondest memories in recent years. And so with that, a tip of my hat to Mickey Heads. Good luck, sir. I hope you're happy with your retirement, and please go hiking and fishing and bird watching. And I hope to catch you on Isla one day very, very soon. Thank you, and thank you for joining me for this whiskey review. I'm the Malt Activist. Until next time, peace.